Guys, it's Kate. Welcome to Covert Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. I will subscribe. Please do. Today's topic, guys, is the covert narcissist and their logic with the police. The covert narcissist and their logic with the law enforcement whenever they show up. Now, if you're in any kind of relationship with these individuals, you know you would have had to call the police or they've called the police at some point, at least once. And when this happens, you see the kind of planning that goes with these people with everything. So that's why is so powerful when you understand what you're dealing with, and then it guides your behavior when these people show up. Because like I said, at least one time they would have called them or you called them at least one time. So there's power in how calm you remain in crazy situations like that. And this is coming from someone that has experienced it on both ends, where I was flipping out one time and the next time I was calm, and the outcome is different. That doesn't mean that they don't try to manipulate whoever shows up. It happens because that's what they do. So their logic with the police is that they believe, of course, just like they use the children to turn you into a villain or use people around you to make you the crazy person. They believe that the police they're going to come over there, and of course all they need to do is to tell them this elaborate story, and then bam, they're like, oh yes, something is wrong with you, let's haul you off to jail. That's what they believe. So when they call them or you call them, they've already prepared things, especially when they call them. Because prior to the police getting over there, they will start something, they will instigate things, they will get you to come out of your self to respond or react, whatever it is. They already have things in motion. So all they believe is that when the police gets there, they just need to tell them a story. So they use the police to harass you. They use the police as a way of attacking you. It's a way of trying to terrorize you, pretty much. So by the time they call the police and the police shows up, and then you're going to have this story going on of they're acting, going out of their way, or they might even remain calm at that point, hoping that you will still be acting crazy with all the accusation. Like, you hear crazy stuff from the police of what is going on that you don't even know that is going on while you're there, because you're like, wait a minute, when did all that happen? That's not what happened at all. Like, which year is this? Like, what month is this story coming out from? So I give you example is that when the covert narcissist, sometime last year when my kids had to have outpatient surgery, and it happened to be on the Friday he's supposed to pick them up, and I told him weeks ahead of time, this is when they scheduled them to come to go to have this surgery. Go ahead and take my own weekend, because I know that I have to stay with my kids, because I know you're not going to be able to do it. So I said, take my weekend. They're going to have this surgery this weekend, so they need to stay at home for like a day or two, so they'll be ready for school, the Monday. Of course, he didn't respond to any of this, and I knew it was going to be a show of calling the police again. So I was prepared, had everything printed out, emails I sent out, so offering him my time instead of so I can take his weekend. And you think that this is with the normal co-parenting couple, people that are emotionally stable. This should not be a problem. This should actually be probably me and him taking the kids to go get this surgery done. It shouldn't be. I shouldn't be negotiating. Let me take your time and I take my time when these are kids together. Okay, but anyway, okay. The day comes. Here he rolls in, calling the kids to come out. I said, "Oh no, I already told them that they have a surgery this Friday, and that weekend." So of course he called the police, and then the police showed up, and of course he's going off in the car and whatever. The police came over. I was as calm as you can be. I said, explained what's happening, and the police looked at me like, oh, they have a surgery scheduled. So he went, because he was going back and forth to talk to him in the car, then come to the front of the house. So he went over there to tell him. So over there, he was, when the police came back anyway, he apparently told the police that he responded to me, and my son, who was 15 at the time, was calling him, crying on the phone about that, and he needs to come get them. And the police like, okay, so where's the evidence of this? And he's looking at him. So it's like, okay, did you respond? She says she sent you an email. Where is the email she sent you? Where is the one that you responded to? So he proceeded to pull out email that when the police came back, he was telling me like had a whole bunch of nonsense in it, and he's looking at. He showed the police this email, but then he forgot, excuse me, to show that this email didn't actually go to me. This is something he typed up that I never received. So when the police called him out on it, like, so did she get this email? But it looks like it wasn't sent. Then he paused. So when the police, the guy came back, he was like, "Oh, I don't understand. These are your children." I told him he needs to go and take you up on the offer. You exchange the weekend so you kids can go get the surgery. You know, I don't understand why this is a problem. This is the police talking. Because I'm telling you, the whole time I was calm, like I would like to see somebody make sense of this, you know. So the police like, no, I'm going to convince him to leave. This is not. This is for the the interest of the children. So there's no shouldn't be a problem. The police gave me a card. It's like in case he calls somebody else over here, let them know that you talked to me. He went over there, but then he told the police how it's because I don't like his wife, then so that's why I'm doing all of this. Divorce happened in 2017, but somehow I chose 2023 to showcase how I didn't like I didn't like the wife. But anyway, long story short, the police told him he needs to go. This is for your children. He talked about how the day surgery isn't that serious. He doesn't understand why I'm making a big fuss out of it, which shocked the policeman because I think he got pissed off at some point with him just making that comment. But these are the people that we're dealing with. So in his mind, he set up all the evidence, what he needs to show the police when they get there, and how he thinks or he thought, that their logic. I was saying with the police that all he needs to do is tell them that the kids are calling him crying, and he sent me out this email telling me this and this will happen. Didn't think that the police would look for evidence, like to verify what he's saying. Because which pretty much what he told him is like, that's your word that you're telling me, but I need evidence of when all this happened, So with these people, the calmer you are, there's power in being calm, around crazy situation, because not only do you stand out, of course, people around you be wondering, okay, what is it that you're thinking about? And besides that, you think clearly. You ground yourself, no matter what else is going on within you, to think clearly. Because these people will set you up. This is another tool that they use to attack you is the police. And the calmer you are, the crazier they get every single time. Like I said, coming from somebody that I've been on the opposite side, that I've done both, and I understand, that's exactly what happens. All right, guys, get a hold of your mind and everything will fall into place. Please like and share. Take care.